Bienvenidos a
Get boring. Get ready for some chisme.
Chisme.
It was a little low too.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So after 30,
let's just say 30. The big 30.
the third floor,
Yeah.
el tercer piso. Okay. I mean, I think. Okay, when you're 30, you already experience
A lot of
toxicity.
heartbreak.
You experience heartbreaks, toxicity.
Yeah.
You got to know different people.
Yeah.
If you travel, you got to know even different cultures.
Got screwed over a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you start protecting yourself
Yeah, for sure.
and choosing more wisely,
Being more careful.
more
Being very
careful,
careful.
and more aware too.
Yeah.
For example, new generations for sure they know all of this because it's already in the language, in the
Mm-hmm.
slang, even in the slang. But when I was younger, before 30, I didn't even know what a red flag was. In the
Yeah, me
language.
neither. No.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know like the love languages. I didn't
Yeah.
even know attachment theory. You know,
Communication neither.
communication
Yeah.
skills, right? That actually you have to practice this in a relationship. Oh,
Yeah.
actually you can heal in a relationship.
Yeah.
Actually you can heal in
In
general.
general, by yourself. Wait, you're saying I can love myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
I
didn't know any of that either.
yeah, and I think you need this exploring process to actually enter into a state of reflection.
Yes.
Sometimes that is combined with a crisis or this awakening.
Yeah.
What the heck am I doing?
Yeah.
What the heck am I doing?
And the thing is that I don't know what it is that I feel a lot of people are in a relationship, in a long term relationships in their late 20s. And then as soon as you hit 30, it's like the relationship either falls apart or it's going to succeed. It's like that breaking point of,
Yeah.
because when I turned 30, I became single like a month after I turned 30.
Wow.
It was crazy,
Yeah.
but it it definitely brings you into this awakening after
Yeah.
when you're in your 30s.
Yeah. I turned 30 and I broke up a relationship for a super long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's this moment of awakening and a lot of things comes out.
Yeah. A lot of things do come out, but at the same time I feel a lot of people, maybe let's just say some people are engaged, they go and get married,
Yeah.
maybe not really feeling right about the person, but because, oh, well, I'm 30, I don't want to start over. Well,
Yeah.
at least as a woman. So they go through the engagement or the marriage, and then when they're in their 40s, they're getting divorced because
Okay.
it was never right. But
Yeah.
then now they're getting divorced with kids.
Yeah.
Instead of breaking it off at 30, being single, going through that process with not involving kids. And then this is why now that I'm older, I feel that I know a lot of people that are either going through divorce, are going to get divorced, or are,
Yeah.
you know, and they have kids or whatever. It's just, I I feel like almost all my friends have been married and divorced.
Yeah.
Almost all.
It is crazy.
It's
It is
crazy.
crazy.
And we're, in our 30s.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's marriages of 12 years,
Right.
10 years.
Yeah. And
So,
and also as you grow older, if if you're single and you enter a relationship, you know the difficulties
mhm.
and you're about to experience even more.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they're more ingrained in the relationship.
Mhm.
It's more difficult to maneuver in those,
Yeah.
navigate there.
Yeah.
And married people do pass through these things,
Yeah.
but if they don't have the skills to go through that, is probably what causes the
The
breakup.
divorce or
Or
the skills, yeah.
yeah,
The
it,
tools
or
to,
the tools, yeah. And I think
yeah.
waiting waiting single after 30, you have this possibility of reinforcing that,
Mm-hmm.
right? Getting to know yourself a little bit more.
Yeah.
But that's how this attraction is going to change, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
men, we're going to be more attracted to women. Again, the attraction is there also because we simply like that as people. But now we're
Mm-hmm.
going to see something more into the value of the women. How it, and here depends the masculine energy, how much masculine energy you have. Because if you are very masculine, we're gonna look for somebody that is nurturing
Mm-hmm.
me, exactly me,
Mm-hmm.
because that's gonna be the person who is gonna nurture my tribe, the tribe
Mm-hmm.
that I'm about to create with this person.
Mm-hmm.
So we need this counterpart. It's not less; it's just the counterpart,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a complement, and we want these kind of traditional roles.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if the guy doesn't have that much masculine energy, well, still is gonna try to find somebody dual for them
Yeah.
to create something bigger. But definitely men are thinking more seriously and we look for the value of the women in relation to we want to create this. What is the value that you're gonna put in here?
Mm-hmm. But what's the percentage of men in their 30s that are looking for something a little more serious? Because I've met 40-year-olds who are like, bro,
Man,
you're
I'm not
still
sure.
having fun? You're still having a good time? Like, your hair's about to be done.
Yeah, Pendy,
So I'm like,
that's like the question of the millennium.
because I've dated very young guys, not very young, but younger guys, and I've dated much older, and I feel like throw away the men from 28 to 45, throw them away, and Lord send us a new batch
Yeah,
because they don't work. They
yeah,
really don't. It's
yeah.
trash.
I mean, okay, what man wants to date, let's say for something serious,
Hmm.
and probably get married,
Yeah.
is as long as they feel they want to create this tribe,
Okay.
right? They want to create something meaningful, something solid, and expand from there. From there, if they don't think like this, basically they're gonna just be playing around, dating,
So,
casual relationships.
so I guess it just depends on the guy on
It
when.
just depends on
Yeah.
the guy, the timing, and I don't want to say maturity because I think that's different.
Hmm.
I think it's just instinct
When he's ready.
when he's ready, when
Yeah.
he's and he feels right,
Yeah.
and you start feeling maybe more señor. Because yeah,
Or like, what about like more centered? No.
I mean that is the experience of the age, I would say,
Hmm.
because you experience already a lot. If that didn't give you centeredness, it's because you're a little bit, having fun.
Yeah.
But what does mean? What is having fun giving you,
That's what I say.
right? And you can
Yeah.
have fun in other aspects. Now, let me tell you, when you enter a relationship and you are older,
Hmm.
you have to sacrifice things because if you are over 30 years old, your body doesn't recover as much as when you were younger.
Yeah.
The hangovers are, you know,
Horrible.
you recover in 3 days. So that's going to affect your job too.
Yeah.
That's going to affect your focus. So there has to be a trade off.
Hmm.
And I think a lot of guys were not willing to do that trade off.
So you're not willing to give off or give up the partying? Is that what you're saying? Or just the single life to be better at your job because you're not drinking as much and be home with your girlfriend watching a movie? Guys are not willing to trade that lifestyle in for that, the coziness.
Yes, but I would say we're not ready for something bigger because we don't look at things separately. We if we're not ready, is because we don't want to sacrifice our parting for creating something bigger and meaningful,
Like marriage.
like marriage, or it doesn't have to be marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna be something more general. Why don't we, for example, why cannot be better at our jobs,
Yeah.
like reach the top in our job?
Mm-hmm.
Is that focus? But when a guy determines I'm gonna get better,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna start becoming more focused, and probably they're gonna feel the need of I need a partner to actually become stronger.
Okay, but when does that switch? Like that's where I think a lot of women would love to know when is that switch? Because let me just, if we know that little switch, magic switch that you guys have, I think women would have easier time dating.
Okay, I don't know for sure in general terms, but for my experience, is because I start getting uncomfortable with the life I had.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
what does uncomfortable mean here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a moment where I party.
Yeah.
I had a moment where I struggle just as anybody, but I got tired of that. I got tired of recovering in 3 days
Mm-hmm.
and tomorrow feeling wasted
The
or
day is
hangover.
wasted. Yeah.
Yeah, and start getting frustrated. I wasted a whole day
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to do this. I think you start getting tired if you have these habits. If you
Yeah.
already have good habits, then that's a different story. But it's still this tiredness of being in the comfort zone
Mm-hmm.
is what got me out of there.
Yeah.
And I think once a guy wants to change the chip that you have,
Mm.
that's the beginning, probably
Oh,
of wanting a serious relationship.
okay. So like you're saying, okay, so what you just said right now, how like if you have good like habits. So let's just say a guy is in his 30s and he's like, "You know what? Like I just drink and party. I just want to get fit and healthy." And so he starts this journey. And then let's say in a year, year and a half, he's just hardcore on his journey of good habits. That's when it would be like in this year he's then changing or processing into this mindset of, I could really use a serious relationship.
Yeah,
Like this would be nice.
yeah,
I actually want this.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because you know why. So we can have that decision
Mm-hmm.
of saying, okay, now I'm ready and I want it,
Yeah.
because the process you're having as a man is that you are evolving.
Mm,
You're evolving, and if you have that mindset, that means that you're ambitious.
mm-hmm.
And ambition, in this positive sense, is that you want to create something, right?
Mm,
And that sense of creation is the same feeling as I want to build my tribe,
yeah.
right? You want to build things. So I
That makes
think
sense.
yeah, I think that it makes sense, and it happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I start feeling like that, tired of these
Lifestyle.
habits or lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to do something, but then guess what? If men have these habits, it's so hard to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so challenging, and you have to do it as a routine.
And
It's hard,
intentional.
and you have to be intentional. And sometimes we try and try and try, we fail, and if we're successful, sometimes we go back. So that's a constant work for a man to
Hmm.
be, understanding the trade-off
Yeah.
to not go back, because it's a thin line.
Hmm. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Because I think that women don't have to like we don't have that switch. Like, oh, we're
yeah,
just waiting for that little switch and then once I start working on myself, then I want different. No, it's like, no, I know what I want. at least in your 30s and you start
Yeah.
to get to know yourself better. I know what I want. I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to do this. Um, but we've already been,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
We've already been in these good habits and like we can stop drinking. I mean, I think for women too, because for me too was a moment of I was partying a lot,
Yeah.
but then I was like, I'm getting tired of this and slowly face out of it. But even in your partiness, you're still wanting a relationship as a woman.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not like you're, oh no, I'm partying right now, so I'm good. No, I think that we're like, yeah, I'm partying, but if I would meet a good guy, I'd I'd cut my shit.
You cut
Yeah, I
everything,
would be
right?
like, I'm
No,
ready.
for us it's impossible. To do that is impossible unless you
So it's
are
a
certain
process.
people. No, but I
Yeah.
think for men, maybe it's part of what we were talking about the other day. It's about that energy that we carry and the
Mm-hmm.
capacity to destroy. So we can
Mm.
destroy ourselves too. So as we have the
Mm.
capacity to protect and create the thrive, we can destroy it, and we can destroy it inwards.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
okay.
we can go
To
back,
yourself.
yeah, to ourselves.
Oh, okay.
So for
Um,
women, they can stop. Like they can.
no, no, no. We can't just like. Well, yeah. I mean, I think some women, yeah, like I'm done. If you really don't. I mean, for me, I didn't. I mean, I like to party, yes, and I like to go and have a good time, but I wasn't in love with the lifestyle.
Yeah,
And I think like sometimes I feel guys are in love with that lifestyle. They're in love with what it brings, what it makes them feel. Yes, we women are. Yes, we like the attention. Yes, we like to go party. We like to dance. We have a good time with our girls, but it we're not in love with it to stay in it forever.
yeah,
We're just like waiting for the right one to take us out of that. Because to be honest, I would rather be on a Friday night sitting
cozy
here
and
cozy with a Netflix and ordering Chinese food. Like that's I can't wait to do that,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Instead of like, well, I'm gonna go out because hopefully I meet somebody,
yeah.
But sometimes it's like, I just want to stay home. So I don't know if guys ever feel like that
I don't
in
think
their
so.
singleness.
I
I
don't.
think women
No,
do.
I don't think so.
Cause like women will intentionally stay home. Like for me, I will intentionally stay home on a Saturday night because I'm just tired of like, oh my God, what am I gonna go do?
Yeah,
Regardless if I have someone or don't.
yeah.
It's just like, ugh, que hueva.
No, men usually, if we're tired and it's Friday, we still go out because it's like time wasted if we don't go.
Really? Time
Yeah,
wasted for what though?
for many reasons. It could be, you know, just meeting people. If you're
Mm-hmm.
going out with your guys, that also reinforces your manhood.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you said we love these habits or lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that we love it, but it's like it reinforces a lot our manhood, and it feels
Oh.
good. It feels just like it's part of your identity.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
But
it
but
is.
but,
It's
but why? Because you like go chase girls or like pursue girls?
no, no. What I'm saying is, with your guys,
Uh huh.
you just hang out with your guys,
Yeah.
and you talk shit with your guys.
Yeah.
You're silly with your guys.
Yeah.
You joke around. You roast each other, and sometimes and you support each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go pursue girls and
Yeah.
all that game, right? But all of that dynamics is very is
Mhm.
manly, so it reinforces our instincts
Yeah.
as men. So I
Mhm.
think is part of our nature too.
Yeah. And I mean, I think girls do too, but we would rather do it like, "Oh, let's go have girl time," or "Come over to my house and we'll
Yeah,
have
yeah,
wine." I think that's how we reinforce that
yeah, and
softness and girliness.
yeah, and I've seen a huge separation there. For example, usually women like cute things and
Yeah.
how things look, but as guys, Pendy, I remember having like guys' parties, just drinking and carne asada in the worst place.
In a
In
hole in the wall.
in the worst place. In the
Everything's
worst place
falling apart.
with the orcs, like in pinches hell. It was like this obra negra type of place, like a construction, not with like so ugly, where the construction people used to pee there. It smelled bad,
Oh my
but we had
god.
the best time. You know,
That's disgusting.
women
No.
there simply don't exist.
No, hell no. We'd be like, excuse, you want me to go where?
So yeah, I think these dynamics. Um, I don't know. It's just different.
Yeah, girls want to just be cozy in the cute little spot, like be welcome, feel safe.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we want.
yeah, but you see, there are different reasons of why we do the things. If you want to be cozy, or you want to have a girls' night, you want to look good, you're gonna look cute. For us, it's so simple as just get fucked up
Yeah.
and be with your guys.
Yeah, and then girls, yeah, we get fucked up too, but we get real fucked up. But it's almost como is the chisme is just hot.
Yeah, yeah.
And chisme is so good, but because women love the details of the chisme, but
Right.
guys don't. You don't chisme out like that.
No, no, we don't choose me.
Like you guys just talk about a topic and it's just very surface, and then that's it.
No, sometimes we deepen.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, if we talk about soccer, that's a freaking debate. It's like it's like
Yeah,
a
but
battle. Sometimes we talk about philosophy,
oh,
and it's a
okay.
battle.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and you know that reinforces your manhood because you are like debating. It's like um, a competition,
Oh, okay.
and it's not like a man to man
Uh
competition.
huh.
It's like I'm gonna win, motherfucker.
So dumb.
It's so
Get
dumb. But
bandies.
yeah, we don't only talk about girls. That's what women think sometimes.
Yeah, we think that all you guys do is, oh, yeah, last
No,
night I had this girl like this or
no,
whatever.
no, no. That's like a we
That's
do
what we
talk,
think.
but it's not the core conversation.
It's not the chisme. Yeah, but with girls, the chisme is the dating. Who are you dating? What'd you guys do? What
You
happened?
see, that's why you think that we talk about that.
Yeah, we talk about chisme. That is a really hot topic with girls when we get together. It's like, tell me all about him, right? And then we want the details and chisme. That's where the hot shit is. But we also do talk about our mental health. We talk about all that, and we go really deep into that stuff.
Okay,
Well, it depends too
with
if you're
who?
friends, yeah,
Yeah.
and with who. But
Okay, let's get back to the
yeah,
back to track.
yeah, I was about to say that.
So I think, man, we start getting more center on who we are choosing.
Uh huh.
Maybe now for something serious,
Okay.
and we're attracted to the same things. Uh, physical body, um,
Hmm.
nurturing person, because we want to build something.
Okay. So, in your 30s, does the girl have to be as hot as she was when you were in 21?
No, not this
It's
time.
not as important.
It's not as important. It's important,
Okay.
but
It's
you
still
still it's
attractive.
still attractive.
Okay. But it's a different type of attraction. It's not like, oh, she's just hot.
Yeah, yeah. But I
She could
think
be really boring.
yeah, she can be really boring. We hate that.
Hmm.
Now we focus on the personality and also the chemistry. I think the chemistry start getting a lot of energy for us.
Passion.
The energy, the chemistry, yeah, passion, and we start looking for connection too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very. I think with women too. I think yes, the attractiveness still matters, but it also lessens as you get older because then you start thinking, okay, I've dated an ugly guy, I've dated a very hot guy, and they didn't provide any substance, nothing. So then you're like, you know, wow, you're you're so good looking, and then you talk. It's like valió madre. It's like, dude, you should have just You look prettier like that. you know? So it's like, yeah, the conversation needs to flow. What are you actually talking about?
So you start looking for a clever man or
I
more?
mean, for me personally, a guy who can stimulate my mind.
Okay,
Because if you can't do this, you can't do that.
but now it's not the same as when you were 20.
No, it's not.
So
Because when we
it's
were,
not about fun. It's about
yeah, like,
stimulation,
yeah,
psychological stimulation.
yes. And
Okay.
like, what, what, how emotionally intelligent are you? Do you actually know yourself? When something comes up, do you know what that means? Why do you do what you do?
How do you resolve challenges?
Yeah, how do you communicate?
Right.
Like, that's very important too, the way you communicate or want to love somebody. Do you even understand that people like to be loved differently, not the way
Okay.
you want to love them?
Do you think you start focusing on this because you want to be safe?
Yeah, because you're tired of wasting your time. Because you can be with somebody for 5 years and you didn't have one deep conversation in
Yeah.
5 years.
Okay.
And then when you're out of it, you're like, wow, I didn't know anything about that guy. And I was with him for so long.
Yeah.
So I think that when you're in your 30s, you think about, okay, how well do I actually know this person? This person that I'm going to allow in my life, the person that I want to spend time with, give effort to. You do start thinking about that. Because then it's like, to waste another 5 years,
Yeah.
it's like, I'd rather be single.
Okay. So you focus on these things. I want to find out why women start focusing on these things when they're older. So is it women want to be safe, or they really want the commitment,
hmm
or they want to be seen as I'm your counterpart, like consider me.
Because, okay, personally, I'm not here. I'm not going to date anybody that I need to show that why I'm worth it. No, I just am.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I bring to the table. I know what I can and cannot do, and I know what I want and don't want. Right? I'm not dating you so you can, I'm going to do all these things so you can see me. No. Like, you either do or you don't. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's not about, oh, I'm a great, um, I'm a great option for you. No. It's more of, what I think it is that women get screwed over so much. We get played, we get lied to, we get all the things, right? We've been screwed over so many times at this point that it's like, I'm not going to waste any more time.
Mhm.
So that's what it comes down to. I guess the safeness and the realness of the actual relationship.
The
Like,
commitment.
the commitment and the foundation that you're willing to build with someone. Because as we all know, relationships aren't easy. And especially when you get into that, oh, I want to better communicate. I want to actually work for this relationship and put effort. It's a whole different meaning than, oh, well, when you're in your 20s, you're like, oh, well, enough is him texting me, or enough is him picking me up for a date.
Yeah.
That's not enough anymore. So
Right.
then that's where I think women now, it's more deeper into everything. It's like, I'm not going to waste my time because I have already.
Yeah.
And I've been hurt too many times. I've seen the same thing over and over, that it's like, I don't have time for this. You get tired of the bullshit. You get tired of wasting your time. You get tired of everything. So it's just like, no, I'm not.
Hmm.
So I think that's what it is. But then again, you also know yourself better. So it's like, you know what you're not willing to settle for
Yeah.
and what you are. So it's like, you know your self worth more, you know your value. So it's just like, not anybody can just talk to you and, oh my God, I'm so in love. Well,
Yeah.
some people still get on cloud nine after to date,
Oh yeah,
but
I know
that's a
people.
different story. That's a different story. But as for me, I mean, I just think like, okay, let me see where your mind really is. That's important.
Yeah,